Good, just have a seat right here. Hi, I'm Emily.
Theresa.
Nice to meet you. So, this is a job position for one vet at the National Zoo in the reptile exhibit. Okay, so I just would like to start off by you telling me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I recently graduated from the University of Florida at Gainesville. I actually graduated with my degree in veterinary medicine 2 years ago, but I just completed my internship in exotic veterinary medicine, specifically aimed toward reptiles and aviaries, birds.
Okay, so what are some of your interests in this position?
Well, I love working with exotic animals, obviously. I got a degree in it. But it's always been my dream to work at a zoo. Just the idea that you can see so many different species of animals and be able to take care of them on a day-to-day basis is really fascinating.
Okay, so what do you know about the National Zoo so far?
Well, I know that the National Zoo is branched under the Smithsonian Institute, which I love. I agree with pretty much everything that you stand for, and I really appreciate how much you try to educate the public, especially the fact that most of your programs and your exhibits are free to the public, so, you know, that's free education, really.
So why did you leave your last job?
Well, I left my last job because I completed my internship there. I was offered a position full-time to continue working there, but I really felt like this was my chance to break out and try something new and just, you know, move on.
Could you tell me a little bit about your experience there?
Yeah, well, my experience there was mostly with reptiles and birds, again, in the exotic field, but I have 8 years of experience in total working at various veterinary clinics and also working with local wildlife shelters and rehabilitation.
Could you tell me some of your strengths and weaknesses?
I would say that some of my strengths are that I'm very organized and that I really like to work. I love my job. I suppose that being over-organized could be my weakness as well. I get kind of crazy with the lists.
Okay, so why do you think that I should hire you for this certain position?
I feel that you should hire me because although there are a lot of recent veterinary graduates, there are not many that have decided to specialize in exotic veterinary medicine. They go into cardiology, neurology, not many in exotics. And the fact that I'm, you know, one of the younger, newer veterinarians, recently graduated, makes me think that I might have some new, like, interesting ideas to, you know, throw into the workplace and kind of mix it up and try new things.
Okay, well, I've read over your resume, and this interview is going very well. So before we go take a tour of the zoo, do you have any questions for me?
I did. I had a couple questions. As far as lab work goes, do you do most of your work in-house, or do you send out lab work?
Well, we do have an in-house lab, but we only use it for basic lab needs. And if we have any extensive lab results that we need, we'll send them out to companies like IDEX or other big name companies.
All right. So you mentioned that I would be only working in the reptile house. Is there any chance for moving and branching outward into other areas of the zoo?
Well, we'll start you at the the reptile house, and you'll get very good training there, and then we will transfer you into the other houses of the zoo where you'll be cross-trained into all of them, but your main focus will be on the reptile exhibit.
Okay. And how many other veterinarians would I be working with?
Well, there'll be one vet, which is what we're hiring for now, and then there'll be 3 vet techs, and the vet will be cross-trained, but the 3 vet techs will not. They will only be used for the specific house that they've been hired on for.
Okay. Well, I think that's all my questions.
Okay, well, let's go take a tour of the zoo.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.